2 to the 1 to the 1 to the 3.
Wait, is that how that works? 1 to the 3?
Yeah. 2 to 1 to the 1 to the 3. I like good tree.
Oh.
All right.
It's
So,
those tick mice.
Nathan, you wake up and it's your old office. And I'm not talking about any old office. It's back in the day. Back when you were mortal.
Oh
Oh
that
no.
office.
Yeah. Doing some business, planning a job. And the thing is, it's like almost as if that's what you're doing again. You're almost on autopilot. And the job seems oddly familiar, but you're still doing it. A job that's going to someone's mansion. That you heard about a secret room. There might be some good goods in there.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
What secret rooms are for? Hiding the good goods.
And it's soon after this, though, that you make the realize that there's an extra person here in the crew. And you kind of look up and you're like, oh, hey! There's some great spazzy things you're planning out here.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan got stuck with Ryan. Sucker.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so, you were a gangster back in the day. That's cool. As soon as he starts talking to you, as if you've been drawn out of a dream, kind of thing, you know.
Yeah. It was cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, it turns out that Lord Cockroach wants to speak with each of you and then give you something. He's been talking to me again, right, Lord Cockroach? As you now see, there's an actual cockroach on his shoulder.
Lord Cockroach.
Mm-hmm. And Brian is actually dressed up like what one of your men would have been during this time, too. He's just, like, in the outfit. He looks so out of place in it, too.
Yep.
Slightly too big for him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's, like, trying to adjust it a little bit.
Well, I'm obviously not going to do anything to scare him as much as I can, because that would be bad for the job.
A strange, wispy voice kind of ekes into your mind from somewhere. You are a man who seeks control, yet has lost so much control. Once a lord of his area, then made a slave, still tries to be a lord over all that he surveys. Mortal through and through. One pest to another knows the truth of your soul. We all plague the world, and the world is a plague to us. You have potential for both great good and great evil. A wicked soul is not an evil soul. Even the darkest of souls can do right in the right way. But anyway, it is not for me to push on too much. It is for me to peer into you and give you some guidance. Nathan. For too long, this world has been plagued by many things. I have watched both the worm, the wild, and the weaver battle it out for centuries. Of course, I prefer the wild to survive, but I am in a position far greater than many others. Cockroaches survive.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps you are a survivor too, Nathan. Survive. And that we may have in common.
Like to think so?
Well, I will be giving you a few gifts along the way. You cannot truly feel my guidance walks has allowed me to come forward and talk. The spirits of the blade have not chosen you. They have chosen one of your group to speak to. And I will be there to add my 2 cents in, as you would say.
Mm-hmm.
But for you, there are memories deep in your mind, things that you've seen that you might be able to use. Maybe I can draw them out. Perhaps there was an object in the art room, hidden, something of unusual nature. A familiar-looking chalice. Not the same, but now you remember it, don't you? The room where you met her, and everything changed in your life.
Really?
Now you can picture it. Something that was just out of the side. Something that you wouldn't even think you would have remembered. But it was there. Yes.
Oh.
You see, this institute seeks to control, in a way. Pentax seeks destruction, but they also can seek control. So you see, the worm and the weaver align in them, and then align in the others. I sense it. They have greater plans than we all know. And your kind may be needed in the time to come. You have heard of the end of your kind. Rumors floating. Your elders awakening. Destroying everything. We too hear our rumors. But there may be a way that we can all work together. So my first gift to you was knowledge. Something you may use. My second gift is, of course, assistance. Ryan, go with them. He will help you on your way. Use him how you will. But know this. He will be my ears and eyes.
And antenna, presumably.
There'll be this weird chittering that is, like, completely disturbing, and you're pretty sure it's a chuckle. You like, just like that kind of, like, weird, like, bug chittering noise, but just in such a way that just, like, it just fills your mind with horrors.
Well, that was lovely.
There's one final thing I can give to you. You have the makings of a map. There is a third of these chalices out there.
Oh, great. Another thing to find.
Once you find the second, I believe the third should not be difficult to find.
Okay. Well,
I have given you my
good.
gifts to you. Now I must take my leave from you. Enjoy
Thank
your
you.
memories.
Thank you, Great Lord Cockroach.
As the cockroach stops kind of talking to you, and then Ryan resumes helping you plan a heist. And he is not helpful.
Yep.
Dawn,
Uh-oh.
you find yourself in a RV. One that is kind of filled with all kinds of small trinkets, things that you think that are more than likely stolen, as you're handing in your take for the day to your family. Your new family, at least. Those that have looked after you now for a while. And things are going well. Until A familiar voice goes, "Oh, look, I got a pretty good haul here too. I stole this rock, and I managed to make my getaway with this baby bottle. It's not candy, but I did steal it from a baby."
How easy was it?
Oh, it was surprisingly easy. I have to say, I did not think mothers would still be as, negligent with their children as they are nowadays, but they're pretty negligent. Well, hello, Dawn. How's it going? I am here to be the emissary between you and my great Lord Cockroach. He has come to speak to you. As now you're kind of broken out of the dream, too.
Cockroach, oh.
As there's a cockroach on his shoulder, just sitting there. For some reason...
Frenzy check!
For some reason, it doesn't disturb you like other bugs. There's like something oddly calming about it, yet also disturbing. Like, it's like that weird thing of like, you feel like almost drugged up, but you're also going to like vomit in your mouth from like annoyance and fear. Except you don't have anything to vomit.
Crash.
Yeah.
Can't look away.
Mm-hmm. You're a gypsy?
I mean, I'm not gonna say no.
Oh, that's so interesting. I want to take you for a gypsy.
Thank you, I think. I'm not sure whether I should, like, be very offended or not.
I don't know either.
Okay, so why
Oh,
is the Cockroach the great?
Oh, he is a great spirit, that the totem beast of my people, who teaches us the gifts of the universe. Isn't that right? I believe that's right. Look, again, we're working on it. So I'm supposed to bring him here to you to communicate these things and connect with you in spiritual form. Is that right? Yes. Oh, great Lord Cockroach, spread to dawn your wisdom. Ha-ha! There's just like this noise that's kind of creepy, as if like,
hey, listen,
noise, like it's just like this almost like this like the breath of air that just seems to be going through like this weird kind of like creepy whistle that you can almost like, it's if a bug could sigh in the most creepiest way.
Oh no!
And it's in your brain. It's not like it's actually speaking to you, it's in your brain. Dawn. So strong. One that seeks to win by fist and blade, but yet insecure. Alone for such a time. Abandoned by two families. In the time and the night. One you never know. And one who pushed you out. So young. So alone. But yet, you push yourself stronger every day, every time. A survivor. Yes, a survivor. That we have in common. To survive whatever comes to us. Will you continue to push on? Or will you falter? It's hard to say. But I see potential in you. There are things that I can give you, and things you cannot receive from me. For one, I can tell you that you will have a new ally traveling with you. A friend who's my eyes and ears. Oh, that would be me, wouldn't it?
What is it?
Yes. That's the first of a few gifts I can give you. Now the second. Something that you thought you forgot. Something that you maybe blocked out of your mind from the trauma of that night. A face. A face you will need to find before the end comes. A A face that will be very important. You remember much more of your sire now. It was all a blur that night. But now all of a sudden your mind is filled with images of this person, this man who changed your life. Almost as if you've watched him intently. It's burned in your mind. Yes. Do you feel it? This man is more important than you think. I sense that you will need to find him because the end of your journey, well, he will be involved in it if you are not careful. He will be involved because your journey is still great. But this is not the only thing I give you. No. There are many gifts in this world. And though I cannot teach you true gifts of the spirit, your body would not take it, your mind would not take it, it would break. Perhaps there could be other ways to teach one's spirit. You have seen the gifts of your adopted family. You've felt them. Perhaps an ability to dive deeper would be helpful to you. One that you do not need guidance for. You've been unable to speak the words, the one that travels with you, to let her know the truth. Fear. Fear that she would shun you because maybe she's not the same as your family. Fear that maybe your connection would be broken. It would not be as strong. But now you can forge that connection on your own. My kind hides in very well places. Places that you could easily find almost a illusion to the world. So a gift of that. And know this. Your ability may be needed before the end of this day. The end of the long, long day, which is your life. And your friends. Now enjoy sweet, sweet memory. I believe the take has been counted for the day. As you return to Brian and you sharing your enjoyment of here.
This is what I imagined the Sorting Hat was like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
Mm-mm.
Alright, Ryan, let's go steal some shit.
Oh yeah, I'm very good at this. Sneak, 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 sneak. Sneaking around, stealing things.
We'll work on that.
Oh yeah, So, is there like a gypsy way of stealing like a wallet or something? You gotta teach me this. And we'll just kind of fade out of you in your enjoyment.
Teach him to pickpocket.
Yeah, pickpockets. At least spirit Ryan, because you're not sure if it's really Ryan or not. You know.
Yeah, I keep poking him just to see.
Yeah.
If anything happens.
Meanwhile, Don's like, "Can I return one of the gifts? Do you have a gift receipt? Can I return him?
Yeah.
Is there some store I can take him to?"
So, Leslie.
Hi.
This is a familiar looking place. This is like a party. But not just any party. You remember this one because this is the final kind of party you attended as Leslie the Spy. This is a little while before your sire came to you. You're thinking this is the time. Whenever you think back to this time, this is thinking when it all began. When everything started to break down. When your sire started to test you before finally coming to you. You have memories that you fairly see that maybe maybe you saw him there. This time, it's as if you're walking through it, but there's always that eye out. As everything's going as it is, it's a upscale European party, Soviet bloc, something that's a little bit more refined, but still like you've got your friend of the Communist Party who's throwing something and getting all the bigwigs and officials in here. Someone that can, of course, as they did, profit off of communism. Because there's always someone that profits off of governments like that.
Indeed.
Of course, you're investigating things. And then everything breaks out as, dressed in a very gaudy suit, even for the time, coming up to you is, shaken, not stirred.
Shank him, not stirred.
Ha ha! I'm a spy now. Oh, hello
No,
there.
you are not.
Oh.
What are you doing? What are you doing here?
Oh, yeah. It's apparently something about memories or something, and I'm here. Ooh, spy work. That's kind of cool. So you're James Bond.
No, what? This isn't right.
Oh, yeah, Yeah, apparently, spirits are invading the brain or something and coming out with memories or something. I don't know. It's a weird thing that's going on. Kind of like, early life or something. Anyway, yes, I'm here to bring forth the Great Lord Cockroach, but apparently he's not alone, as you got some kind of, spirits going on with the, what do you call it there? Oh, yeah, no, the blade you're traveling with you. Yes, ooh,
What?
Oh, yeah, So, you're communing with the, spirits of the blade, and, what's it called now? Ooh, I gotta get this right. I'm sorry if I'm not gonna be quite perfect here. The Einkorn? Something like that. Anyway, yeah. Because you've chosen to be all like, I will wield the blade. The blade has decided that it'll commune with you, too. And the Great Lord Cockroach is, as you've got this cockroach on his shoulder, has come along to, like, check in with you and make sure everything goes along. So he's going to be talking to you for a little bit first before we let the, dark spirits of the blade enter your mind and maybe drive it insane. But then again, then you'll join me, of course.
He's real?
Oh, yes, Oh, yeah, it's one of those weird things. If you don't touch with spirits, you can't really understand them as much. There's a...
Like shadow spirits?
Oh, yeah. No, there's more spirits than just that. You're like a version of Spirits of the Dead with shadows and stuff. Isn't that right? Leslie. This voice, this kind of weird, disturbing voice enters into your brain. And it is like talking in your brain, as in your mind. A man who has had many faces in his life. Many masks. But always a patriot. One who believes in an order. One who believes in something. An ideology. Well, there are many, many ideologies out there. And from a country to a new family almost, you moved. Time with a sire who's beyond time, beyond your time. One that fancied you in a moment of perhaps weakness, but then played with you. Eventually,
He had a weird way of showing his fanciness.
Eventually leaving you to a safety. One can show love in many ways. is even obsession. You, Leslie, you're the closest to a darkness. I sense it in you. Not the worm, but something else. You have touched shadows beyond shade. I warn you, as the first of my gifts to you. What you have touched is dangerous, beyond belief. There's a being out there, a being whose name you do know deep within your blood, who has left a mark on you. Not a darkness of demons, but a darkness of a master who may use it to come calling one day. Be warned. You are
His
not...
name?
Oh, but you know it. You speak a portion of his name every time you speak of who embraced you, of who created you. The name is truly hidden to the ancients, but is synonymous with shadow. Be warned, though many think it gone for good, but the darkness that you touch into, he has felt it, and felt you. So be careful. Great power could lead to your own downfall in this case. The darkness that you seek to control, to master, could also become your undoing. This warning is not to prevent you, no. You are the kind that would still go forward, but to not be reckless. There is someone out there, someone you could seek, someone that could teach you, in a way. If you continue on this journey, you will find them. Listen to the others. Their quest will become yours in this case. And perhaps then, the aspect of darkness that surrounds you with every time you touch your powers will not engulf you.
It will only engulf me if I am weak.
There's that kind of same creepy snicker laugh that's kind of like an insectly chitter that comes from it, that was disturbing Nathan, is now disturbing you. It is completely inhuman, beyond anything you would have ever thought to hear. Now, this is not the only gift I give you. A warning. A warning is a kindness. Let us move on to the next gift. A friend will be traveling with you. Brian.
Do you mean him?
Oh, yes. My eyes, my ears, my spirit. He is the strongest of my connections amongst his people. And you may need me to call one day. Know this, though. Unlike my two children, you will have to pay a price. The others know Ryan will come with you. But remember, I'm telling you that a price must be paid. For you will have the spirit to make the decision at the time. You are practical. My help is not something that will be needed for much of your business, for much of your quest. But there may come a time that you will need me. My guidance, my protection, and perhaps Ryan to have a little bit of extra oomph that will be needed. He will not join you in battle, I'm sure. It is not in his nature. But, roaches know how to get into places, know how to crawl through the darkness, know how to survive, and Ryan does just that.
He may know darkness, but can he survive mine?
Currently, he could, but fear holds him back. The creature that you know as Ryan is much stronger than you think. Only fear and a weak mind keep him back. But you may have noticed, his mind is stronger than you think. Because he did not break what many of his others did. He did not break in the darkness that ate his soul, or would eat any other mortal soul completely. So he is much stronger than you think. Strong enough that he might be of use to you, as he is to me. What you do may have repercussions. I sense that your quest shall do so. Repercussions. Repercussions that might be for the best. Hence why you're on this quest. The blade you have now is a blade that cannot help the one that seeks it. What he needs is what he asked for originally. But that is in the possession of someone far more dangerous than you've met. Well, maybe far more dangerous. You have met some very dangerous individuals. You can still reclaim that blade. Your mission will not be over until the end of your quest. The one who has the blade is seeking something that you must find. Nathan has been put on the path that will seek you that item. The blade you have now has chosen you in a way. Most of your kind do not get the chance that you'll be given, the last gift that I will give you. You will understand its words, in a way. Now, enjoy the party for a few more moments before pain, beyond what you ever understood, comes to you. Pain that you could never imagine. Well, for now at least. As there's that snickering again. That seems to echo. As the party continues, and Ryan continues to do his best to pretend to be James Bond, like hold up like his fingers as if they're a gun, like dun 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 dun, bam bam. Can we play poker? Do you like martinis?
Leslie's just gonna look down at his arm and see what it looks like in this place.
You look for a second and it's normal, but then there's almost that like kind of like weird blink in your eyes, as you almost see like shadows reaching out all over it, and a hand reaching out from somewhere to take yours. That you almost essentially you pull back from it, because the hand itself is something that you sense a danger from, a danger that you've never felt before, as you're kind of looking there. Darkness, a true essence of it.
I grasp it.
You take out to hold it, and then all of a sudden, like, Ryan takes your hand to stop you, as if you were grasping for it. As then, you felt as if, like, for a second, your grasp of it was something beyond what you wanted to do. As if you were grasping for something that was both powerful, but you now get the sense that if you had taken that hand, actually taken that hand, this is a dream. That maybe you would not be you anymore. A name fills your heart with what Cockroach says and what you just tried to do. The name La Sombra. La Sombra. You sense him. within the shadows, within the abyss, within the darkness, a being that is there. A being that should be dead. But it's still there. That you now realize something. Something that maybe none of your kind, or very few of them, realize.
You're cutting out super hard.
Oh, sorry. Damn it!
It was like a great moment, and then all of a sudden you just like, what?
Okay. You sense that something that maybe none of your kind, or very few, sense. That the very shadows you call upon, every time you call upon them, you call to your blood and to him. He exists through you. It's a small connection, but you've already realized that you've reached something deeper inside. Something that may allow a darkness far greater than you want to escape the abyss. And at this time, you should both be intrigued. It's a great power. But also afraid. Because you know, you heard stories of the last time one of his power rose to the earth. What happened? What would happen if the one that manipulates, the one that's connected to all of you through the shadows, were to escape from the abyss and come to the world itself? What would happen?
What would happen if one were to gain his power?
But how? How indeed? But the party fades. Ryan disappears. And everything is dark. A different kind of darkness than you're used to. It's not shadows. It's not the abyss. A dark place that you tap into. You've felt the shadows of the abyss. It is an awful and terrible place. But you can use those shadows. You can use the shadows of a land of terror, of the dead. This place, it's nothing. It's emptiness. It's a lack of all things. And it's cold. You don't think you've ever felt cold for a long time. Not like this. You've never truly felt cold. It's beyond the coldest thing you've ever felt, beyond a freezing you've ever felt, but your body does not freeze. And it fills you with almost a dread. You feel a presence around you. Many presences. Dark presences that seem to almost echo the destruction of all things. A voice? No. A feeling fills you. A feeling of desire. But it's not your feeling of desire. It's a feeling of desire for you. For everything that would be your essence. And for a second, you feel every part of you devoured at once. It is a feeling that is both painful and disturbing, as if something just tried to eat your very essence. And it's there. Something in front of you. You feel it grasping out for you. You know it wants you. Wants every part of you. It's a different power than the one you just felt. It's not antithesis to it, but it's different. You know it will give you strength for everything that it will take from you. But how much can you willing to give it if you reach out and grab it? What do you want to do?
He doesn't know.
You know that you must only touch it, grab it, to have what it would offer. But it will take from you. How much will it take? How much will you be willing to have taken? That is a question that is hard to answer. But it keeps telling you. You just feel it like the words. Grab me. Take me. Grab me. Take me. It's not really words, it's feelings that you have.
He's going to sort of steel himself.
Mm-hmm.
Summon up all his willpower and control over his own body.
Mm-hmm.
And his desires for power, but
Mm-hmm. Something happens though, as you're kind of steeling yourself, like, to figure out what you want to do here. You feel almost a hand on your shoulder, and it feels reassuring. And you hear the words in your mind. It's okay. This will be needed. You will be needed.
gonna reach out with both hands and grasp.
Okay. Your hands burn as, like, you see strange symbols are now, like, almost tattooed on your on your palms, as, like, you, like, grasp onto it. As you begin to, like, as soon as you do that, the world opens up, and you can see almost, like, the globe in front of you, except there are lines of energy spread throughout it. You get a feeling that something is drawing you to a part of the world. It's... You know your quest will take you there. It's hard to tell where that is, because you're only seeing these lines of energy. You know something is waiting for you there. And you know that your blood is boiling, that it must take you there. There's a great power that needs you and this blade. And the blade knows you must go too. And all of you wake up. Leslie is holding the blade with his hands as, like, he drops it, and you can see his flesh almost kind of steam. And the same symbols you saw in your dream, Leslie, are on your hands now.
What do they look like?
They look like runes of some kind. They're reminiscent of the runes you saw in the room where you found VtM, in the circle used to create the swords.
The chthonic runes.
Yes.
I think the great Lord Cockroach hates me.
Oh no, he finds you quite fine. Oh man, all of you guys are really interesting. It's great to learn all about you. I've never been in so many places at once. It's quite interesting. You know, I had this entire vision where all four of us were talking to ourselves about various things.
So, you were with everyone?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What did Treads do?
Oh, no, I wasn't with him.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. was this nice boy. I was having a nice conversation with him. I don't think he understood what was going on. He kind of had a really ugly side to his face, which was kind of disturbing. But you know what? It was fine. I've seen worse. I've seen myself in a mirror.
How's that boy doing?
Oh yeah, something weird's going on. I think he's in trouble, but not the kind of trouble that we were in when we were with Pentex. That's bad trouble.
But he's not in that kind of trouble.
Oh no.
But at least we know he's alive.
Oh yes. Wait, should I have known that he was alive? Great Lord Cockroach talks in mysterious ways.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Leslie's
see.
just gonna pick up the blade
Mm-hmm.
and go to the back of the plane and sit down in a chair.
Okay. I will give you that you will know some information about what the blade does, and I will inform you about that when we're on break. Or in between episodes, I should say. Because you know, and no one else knows at this point in time, what that blade can do.
Secrets.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Dawn's gonna fight him.
Mm-hmm.
No, Cockroach told her.
Mhm.
She knows.
Phytomay will kind of go to Leslie and is like, interesting. Strange things seem to be happening in this place. Are you all right?
I don't know.
Well, I hope that if you need something to talk to about unusual events, I might be able to help.
Thank you, Vitamin.
There's danger in your quests. All of you have been given a mission from the spirits around you. I'm fairly certain the Cockroach is, choosing you as their totem in a way. Strange that he would choose not only Sanwa, but a bunch of kindred to do his dirty work. I like it. Turns out that you guys could be useful to Gaia after all. Here. Nathan, is it? Right. Nathan. I'll give you this. It's my cell phone number. Please. Keep in contact with me. Look, man. It's a modern world. And a pack's gotta travel the world. And sometimes
Completely out of character.
Nice.
The idea of this, like, basically Druid just like, hey, here's my cell phone number.
And my email address and my website.
He pulls out like the new, he pulls out like the newest iPhone or the newest.
Well, no, he
Samsung
probably has
something.
the. Sebastian swears to these things. He keeps giving me a better one. Keeps programming with really cool stuff. You know, I have learned some special ways of gardening from other places in the world you would not believe. You see, that's what That's what Sebastian's trying to teach us. That there's a place for what you men or humanity creates in the world, and finding that balance is what we all seek.
Now the real question is, how much fruit can you cut?
Oh, I've never tried any of those games on these things. Those guys are obsessed with it enough. We can cut a lot of fruit. Now, once we get to where we're going, I must depart from you, but I just feel that the dawn is coming and you must all rest. Feel free to use the back of the cabin.
Is she?
This isn't the place, Dawn.
This is
I didn't
why I named my character Dawn.
You know, I thought you were, afraid of cockroaches. I didn't realize they had that effect on you.
No. She's thinking about Vitamin, obviously.
Yeah, I've been told I'm gonna fuck Vitamin's mind.
Is that what he said?
In my version, yes. That's how Dawn took
Her
it.
interpreter is that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, I cannot guarantee that I can grab as much help as my good friend would do and my fellow packmates. But I, for one, can see that there is a use in you. Should you deal with this institute again, let us know. Perhaps we can offer something to you. Maybe
Sure.
once again our interests will align. That blade has chosen your boy, and the spirits of the earth have chosen him. There's a need for what's going to happen. Something that's going to change the world. Maybe your doom won't be complete, kindred. Maybe it won't. Leslie boy there is between two worlds. He's already fighting it. The blade's shown him one world. The shadows have shown him another. You two will help him make the right choice. Could be both. Could be neither. Just gotta sense when it's the right choice and let him know.
Don't worry, Leslie. I'll let you know.
Leslie has not been hearing or paying attention to a single thing. He is just...
Mm-hmm. I assumed Leslie was just caught up in his own world at that point.
Oh yeah, he's in the back of the plane. He spared like a brief moment for VtM, and then he's back in his own head.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to return to my meditations while you return to your rest. As he kind of like, you've noticed that you didn't notice when, but he's already made friends with your gator friend.
With our what?
Your gator. He's just kind of giving your black caiman a pet, you know. Somewhere along the way, he made friends with it. You have no idea when. You didn't notice.
Him and the gator are just gonna go grab a coffee together, you know.
Mm-hmm. Hang out as the roaches either fall asleep or continue to play various games on their pads. As dawn or sunrise comes, and all of you doze off.
Oh yeah.
Again, Dawn, really? You already
Wow.
said this is not the time or the place.
As sunrise comes and all of you doze off, and the plane continues on its trip to Chicago, there's something going on. Nathan knows that there's more to this chalice than what he thought. And there's two more, one of which he knows where it's at. And he is feeling he needs all three.
Yep.
Dawn is now looking for her sire. It will be important. And Leslie gets the feeling that wherever it ends up, he must go somewhere. And he has a feeling that he might be able to help find that place. And take everyone there. That's what the sword wants to do. And the sword, well, the sword wants more of his essence than he's given. He's given a little bit. But it's still aching at his mind. He remembers the pain of losing himself completely to the blade. He also
Loss of
knows
the power.
He also knows there's something else reaching out for him. Something that hard to say if he should take that hand. And if he does, how much will he pull on it? But we'll leave that to another day. Yay! We'll end
How
it
much is he gonna pull on it?
here. I don't know.
He's
Bow chicka wow wow?
got two hands and two forces.
Oh, yeah. But, thank you everyone who joined us for today. Yes, it was another nice role-playing heavy section where you guys have kind of pushed towards your next mission, which might be leading towards the finale of Legacies of Caine. I know, it's exciting.
What?
I
Yes.
don't know, like Dawn, she just got really strong.
Wait, are we close to the end of this already?
Uh,
Wait, that just happening?
not quite. This is leading
No,
towards...
no.
This
Close
is,
to the end of Legacies of Caine.
yes. The Advent of Darkness is a number of stories that you will go through, and then all the stories will intersect, basically.
We're
Good.
intersection.
Mm-hmm.
Good, because Leslie's got a lot of shit to do now.
There is a lot to do yet. It's sort of like you've reached a turning point in the story kind of thing. It's like you've had these kind of stories that have intersected a little bit, but haven't had like a full overarching plot, and now it's all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, we're connecting everything together and kind of leading into the back half of the season kind of thing.
I really hope I get to kill Charles.
I mean, it's not in the story, but if you get an excuse for one time, maybe you can do it. You just have to find that opportunity. But
I make that up.
why don't we go through everybody, kind of shout out who you are, where to find you and stuff. Why don't we start with Umber today?
Hey, weird things happen today, huh?
Oh yeah.
I'm Umber Skies, you know the thing. Twitch.tv/Umber Skies. I'm not currently streaming. It's on hiatus at the moment because financial situation and job situation. Once that's all worked out, I should be back to streaming. I won't know the schedule until I get the job. But I mean, you know, if you want to catch it in the future, you can go there, leave a follow. Be very much appreciated. Hope y'all had a good day, and go follow my other friends who are going to do their shoutouts.
Yep. Jess.
I am Bubblegum Viking, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. And I'm not doing shit at the moment for another 2 weeks.
Follow her anyway.
Because
Yeah,
she's
do it
on
anyway.
vacation.
I'm on vacation.
Very long
With
vacation.
the arm that you can see in the background there.
Yep.
Just the
arm. There's nothing
Yeah.
attached to it.
No.
She's just visiting the arm.
I'm visiting the arm, yeah. It's very important.
It's a very talented arm.
It
Yeah.
is.
And of course,
It's great because you can't hear what's happening.
Oh, show us that sexy arm. Oh.
of course, Carpe.
I am the CarpeDM. You can find me Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. The CarpeDM. Make sure you put in the, because if you don't put in the, you might still find me, but you'll know because I'm this weird-looking guy.
Yep. And as usual, I am Dracovin. You can find me here pretty much daily if you're looking for role-playing content. It's this show every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also check out my D&D game at 9 p.m. on Thursdays. So it's in the evening. It's Eastern Standard Time also. If you want to check out some links below. The other stuff is some tabletop and some gaming streams throughout the week. Other links below take me to the YouTube side where you can get some, if you want to learn more about some vampire stuff, there are some videos there that can teach you some more about like lore and things. Because I go through a lot of it in these shows. I hit on a lot of random vampire lore. I love doing it. I love bringing it in. And remember, for more support, you know, all the various things, subscribe to Patreon, all that kind of stuff, or just follow and hang around because I love that.
The links are down there. You can find them.
Oh yeah, and Discord.
No,
too.
they're over there.
No, they're there, or I don't
They're
know, somewhere.
everywhere.
Everywhere. Link to something. Anyway, link to them too, because that's great. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going anymore. I lost it. I went somewhere, and then it went kind of like off rails, and that seems...
That's okay. We don't know where we're going either. It's
No.
perfect.
No.
Yeah, it's fine. You've been hanging out with Cockroach Spirit too much, and Ryan and the Cockroach Spirit. You guys have made better friends with Ryan than you ever would have wanted to be.
Yeah.
Anyway. Bye, everyone.
I think we're going to be sending Ryan to go get a rock pretty soon.
Oh, yeah. No, you can send him to hang out with Candy and the guy from India.
Oh, I can't wait for him to meet Candy.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he's gonna, like, kiss himself and constantly have a boner.
Oh, my God.
That's just gonna be him. He's just afraid and confused and kind of...
Wait, Leslie, you wanted to take him to a strip club? Why don't we take him to the gym?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Anyway.
Also, if anyone was curious, here's the theme song for this entire bit that happened. If it...
Sorry.
Oh, you're doing... Yeah, yep. Anyway, bye, everyone.
Goodbye.